on rampant and escalating theft of the county ward bursary fund being perpetuated by some well-known members of the county assembly. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It is with profound shock that we have learned of the heinous schemes employed by several MCAs, including with the rogue county staff in looting and diverting unto themselves monies meant for facilitating and securing continued education for the less privileged in Nairobi. Just to illustrate, on diverse dates, Makongeni Kaloleni Ward MCA 1, Peter Imwatok, through his front proxies, Kobudo Education Center Company Limited, and a certain Mr. Job Omondi of ID number 26942249 received numerous sums running into millions under the pretext that the funds were catering for bursaries for the needy children. It's notwithstanding to point out that the same fictitious company operating without a physical office has well-received monumental sums from Langata Constituency Development Fund under similar circumstances. Furthermore, the same company has been used by Mr. Imwatok to receive 7.8 million for the construction of Majimbo Field, a white Mr. Alvin Palapala, the MCA for Kuru Ward, has been diverting bursary funds to NR Savo Company Limited, a company owned by his wife, Tabitha Luchesi. Further, the MCA has paid out bursary funds to individuals purporting that they were deserving needy students, yet these individuals are well-known relatives, including his brother-in-law, Lawrence Luchesi, among other close associates of his. As we engage constitutional process to recall these criminals from public office, we are making a clarion plea to Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, Office of the DPP, and the DCI to move with speed and put an end to this distasteful theft of public funds that has placed the future of our children and the society at large in serious jeopardy, and see to it that these enemies of progress are held accountable as per laws established herein. Lastly, we reiterate our acknowledgement and appreciation of the uncompromising, velocious commitment by His Excellency the Governor, Mike Mbuvi Sonko, towards slaying the corruption dragon that has long caused tax-paying Nairobians dearly, and in cultivating a much-desired culture of ethical and accountable management of public resources and affairs, towards the progressive development of our beloved city. God bless Nairobians. God bless Nairobi. In brief, and in a nutshell, we Nairobians, we are extremely shocked by the information that we have received with a very watertight evidence over the loss of taxpayers' money that is meant to educate our children, to educate our students, to educate our poor pupils in poor public schools and in various universities in Kenya. That these monies from the county government are channeled through the office of the MCAs, and the office of the MCAs channel these monies through fraudulent means to their personal accounts, to their wives' personal accounts, to their in-laws' personal accounts, and to their proxies' personal accounts. We as the Nairobians, and especially I, John Okothabok, an employee of the county that is supposed to safeguard, according to the Constitution, the property and all the economic affairs and monies that are meant for the county government. We will not allow this thing to continue anymore.
Yes.
As the presidential order, that any criminal, including the MCA, the MP, and the rest, we will request the public, according to Public Order Act, for these people to be arrested and arraigned in court.
Yes.
For that few brief, I would like to hand over back to Mr. President, who will give his view as pertain to this theft and criminal act perpetuated by our MCAs. Thank you, Mr. President.
Waizi washikwe. Siku ya leo, hata kabla niongee zaidi, ningeomba kwanza mniruhusu nilete one of the students of Nairobi University ambao wangekuwa wanapata hizo bursaries, ambao saizi hata hawajarudi kwa mashule, azungumze kidogo. Karibu ndugu.
Comrades power! Power! Comrades power! Power! Comrades ria! Ria! Comrades ria! Ria! Bunge la Mwananchi ria! Ria! University students are very sad, having realized that the money meant for bursary is being channeled to individuals' accounts. We have planned a mega demonstration that will send a message to the public that corruption must come to an end. Following the president and the former prime minister handshake, they said clearly that corruption must be the thing of the past. His Excellency the Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko sent a message to both his employees and the public that corruption must be fought to the last minute. We are telling one Imatok and MCA of Kitusuru, Papara, that we are coming for you. The president said any corrupt public officer must be arrested by the public. We are mobilizing the youth. Tomorrow, Imatok, Papara, we are coming for you. We'll look for you. We'll come to your house, below your bed. We will eject you. We'll work on you. We'll hand you to DCI for the criminal proceedings to start against you. Secondly, I want to tell the youth, any corruption, even if it's your mother, even if it's your father, don't hide them. Tuwashike, tuwapeleke, tuwahudumie na wafuate mkondo ule wa sheria.
Asanteni sana. Unajua, tuko na kina mama ambao wanazaa dunia hii. Hao mama wameona shida. Karibisha mama moja aongee kidogo. Karibu.
Comrade power! Power! Comrade power! Power! Mimi niko hapa nikisema hivi. Hii pesa ni yetu. Hii pesa ni ya wanafunzi. Watu wanasema venye president amesema corruption iishe na itaanzwa itamalizwa. Watu watachukuliwa kwa vibanda zao penye wako kwa manyumba zao waekwe ndani.
Comrades power. Power. Siku ya leo tunaona members ya bunge la wananchi pamoja na wananchi wa Nairobi wako na machungu zaidi. Na machungu yao yanaelekea kwa MCAs ambao sisi tumechagua. Ni uchungu zaidi gavana wa Nairobi akipambana na ufisadi katika kaunti ya Nairobi. Lakini unapata wale watu ambao tumechagua kwa county assembly kusaidia gavana, ile bursaries wanapata waenda wasaidie the needy people. Hizo bursaries wanaanza kudivert to the personal accounts. Kuna kampuni inaitwa Kobudho Educational Center. Ni kampuni ambayo imechukua more than 17 million bursaries. Na the same company imetumika pia kuibia Lang'ata constituency ambayo imeweza kupokea shilingi milioni 2 kutoka Lang'ata Constituency Development Fund. Na unapata the same company, it doesn't have an office, hawana ofisi kabisa. Lakini hii kampuni pia imeenda Kaloleni, Makongeni ward. Wamesema ya kwamba wamejenga majimbo field ambayo hakuna kiwanja kama hiyo, na wamepokea shilingi 7.8 million from the county government of Nairobi. Hawa ni wezi, si wezi? Ni wezi. Kuna pia kampuni nyingine ambayo ina ofisi fulani pale Kangemi, ambayo ni kampuni ya bibi ya MCA wa Kitusuru Ward, ambayo imepokea zaidi ya shilingi milioni 3 bursaries. Hawa ni wezi, si wezi? Ni wezi. Siku ya leo tunataka kueleza ya kwamba sisi kama wananchi wa Nairobi tumechoka na ufisadi ambayo unaendelea kwa county assembly ya Nairobi, na tumeamua wapende wasipende, tunaenda kuwakujia, sio? Ndio. Gavana wa Nairobi kazi yake ni kupambana na ufisadi, si ndio? Ndio. Gavana amesacrifice hata personal assistant, sio? Ndio. Amefuta chief of staff, si ndio? Amefuta finance officers na wameshikwa akapelekwa kotini, si ndio? Kwa sababu ya ufisadi, si ndio? Kwa hivyo Speaker wa County Assembly asipochukua sheria za hatua kali kulingana na tabia MCAs wanafanya, tunawaambia residents wa Nairobi tunaenda kuoccupy County Assembly ya Nairobi, sio? Pia tunataka ofisi ya DPP, ofisi ya EACC. Kuna barua nimeona gavana wa Nairobi aliandikia ofisi ya EACC pia akilalamikia watu kunyakua mambo ya bursary. Na hiyo barua nimeiona hapa. Leta barua. Tunaona pia gavana wa Nairobi amechukua hatua, ameandikia Central Bank of Kenya barua of which tayari wamesha frozen account za hizo kampuni ambazo tumetaja. Tumeona pia kuna barua nyingine hapa imeenda kwa EACC. Na tunajua EACC watafanya kazi yao, si ndio? Na wakishindwa kufanya kazi yao, nao tutachukua hatua nyingine ambayo ile rais alitaja. Si mlijua ni gani? Kwa hivyo tunamalizia tukisema hivi: whether you are my brother, whether you are my sister and you are stealing public funds, hakuna hapo relationship, si ndio? Hakuna. Kwa hivyo najua MCA Mwatoko ni rafiki yangu, lakini ni mwizi. Mwizi hawezi kuwa rafiki, si ndio? Mbala pia ni rafiki yangu, lakini ni mwizi, si ndio? Tunawakujia. Kwa hivyo nataka kukaribisha ndugu yangu Bob amalizie.
We are so grateful, members of the Fourth Estate, by the action. We have to first begin by appreciating the members of the Fourth Estate on the action they are taking against the corrupt individuals. I can see any time a criminal who has done economic crime is mentioned, the media is always on the forefront to kumulika huyo mtu zaidi. We also thank His Excellency the Governor, Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko, for the step he has escalated towards the fight against corruption. And watch the space. His Excellency the Governor is not joking. The Governor is not sleeping. The Governor is on criminals. And we are giving a staunch warning now as Kenyans that anybody who will be found on a mission to economic crime will bear the biggest financial burden, the biggest family burden, and any other burden that accompanies criminals. Yeah, that who does crime against humanity, crimes against economic, and other form of crimes. But for this particular crime, we will urge His Excellency the President and our Governor to take it a notch high, because I come from a very poor village where somebody is very bright, is supposed to benefit from the bursary, because that is a right under the Constitution, that any poor family must go to school. Yeah, whether poor or rich, you must go to school. And some of us fail to go to school because of financial constraints. But here's a case where, through the public money, you channel the fund through elected leaders. But these elected leaders have become crooks. They have become criminals. Yes, and they have become individuals who only look at their own personal interest and their family interest. just the way our president has mentioned, and a student from the student leader from Nairobi University. We have the power to come for you, my brother. And every one of us will come for you, because that is not your money, that is the public money. And expect a very serious other issues to come in. There is a very serious watertight evidence, and we have nothing to fear. We will face you in court, we will face you in corridors, we will face you on the highway, we will face you on your bed, on top of... Asanteni sana.
Nikimalizia tu ya mwisho kabisa. Nikimalizia nataka kusema hivi. Kuna MCA mmoja ambaye amepeleka county government ya Nairobi kotini. Na huyu MCA ni huyu MCA ambayo ana divert public bursaries. Kuna kampani ya insurance inaitwa AAR. Walikuwa ni lowest bidders, ndio? Na lowest bidders anapewa. Lakini ile wakati ya Kidero, huyu MCA alikuwa ni broker. Alikuwa na agency yake. Kwa hivyo alikuwa anatumia agency kupatia AAR nini? Kazi, si ndio? Na tunataka tumwambie gavana wa Nairobi ako na right pamoja na administration yake yote kupatia kampuni yote insurance hiyo tender, si ndio? Kwa hivyo huyu MCA alionekana mahali juzi akienda katika hiyo kampuni ya AAR kuwaomba hongo ili aweze kutoa hiyo kesi mahakamani, si ndio? Lakini hiyo kesi ilitupwa nje. Kwa hivyo tunampea onyo kali, sisi hatutamwindatain tena. Na tunataka pia wananchi wote wa Nairobi mshirikiane na gavana ili tuweze kung'arisha jiji, si ndio? Tumeona amefanya kazi. Kwa hivyo tumeshukuru sana kwa kuja kwenyu. Asanteni sana.